Welcome, guys, to the live stream. Hope you guys are having a fantastic day today. And there's a couple of things that I forgot to get set up here today, and that was getting some background music for the actual stream. I gotta get that happening, and then pause it real quick so that it's not overpowering. But yeah, I hope you guys are having a fantastic day today. I am back from vacation, and I got back from vacation, or actually I was on vacation when I got the terrible news that New World is on, they've extended its official launch day by a month. So we have an extra 4.5 weeks of no time or no sign of New World being able to jump on and get playing again. But if that means that they're going to take care of some of the little glitches and some of the things that needed to get taken care of, I'm okay with it. I can live with that. That's totally fine. So in the meantime, I'm going to just kind of screw around with some Minecraft stuff. I'm not going to really play anything serious. I'm running on my own server, the TerrisCRAFT server. It is a Let's Play server, and I have added a new tier in the channel memberships called Terris, what is it? Terris Noble Elites or Terris Elite Nobles? Excuse me, one of the two there. It's a $14.99 membership, and with that you gain, of course, all the previous memberships, as well as you get whitelisted onto this server. And the reason why we set it at that price point is so trolls can't just like buy a $1 sub or $1 subscription and then get on the server and completely trash it. Because it is a 100% vanilla server. I don't have a whole pile of mods and stuff enabled on there. It's straight vanilla. Anybody that is joining is going to be playing, of course, survival. It's an SMP. I, however, am playing in creative because I'm going to run around and do like infrastructures and roads and stuff to any of the people's builds that are on here right now. Sweeney's already building on here. My kid's building on here. There was one other, I think I can't remember. But there's a couple of people that have started building, and so I am trying to shoot out when I can and add some roads and things. One of the projects I'm going to be working on today is there's a long road I have to do out to Tall Terraces or YM's base that I've got to be able to get built up. So let's switch over to the game window, get some tunes happening, and we will dive in, and you can kind of see what all we've been doing, or what I've been doing on this server. Anyway, so let's switch over to regular view. So I have a supply depot kind of ready to go and stuff for everybody. So I think I'm going to turn the music down just, I don't know if it's too high. Oh, it might not be too high. It's too high in my ears. Let me know. You guys would know better. So let me know if you find that the music in the background is too much. I don't think it is. I think it's going to be okay. It's really loud in my ears, though, and it's hard to sing. But I have created a supply depot here. And inside the supply depot, you have access to a full set of iron tools, weapons, shields, a bow, a bed, some food, some torches, so everything you kind of need just to kind of get going. Moving you out with a set of iron gear. I think that's a good option to get set up with. Nothing fancy about this build. It's pretty straightforward. It's just a small little house that's out here. It's got a little fireplace. It's got some bushes and stuff around it. And then this is the actual spawn platform that's here. Of course, on the spawn platform at the other side here, we do have a welcome to TerrisCRAFT, and you're going to see here that this is basically the rules. No hate speech, no griefing, no hacks, no duping items, no PvP unless other players have consented to it. And if you take a villager, because there are villagers over there, we only ask that you do replace the villagers when you take them. And what was the other one on there? And of course, the rules may update from time to time, so you want to check back here often. And then I do have on here the spawn coordinates, Sweeney Dunstan's coordinates, YM's coordinates on here. But yeah, so we're getting there right now. There's a few other people that are going to be whitelisted as soon as I get their There are 2 names that are already kind of grandfathered in, or they are mods already in my channel, so they're going to be able to get access to the server to play. This little structure back here, I've been just kind of playing around with the landscape here. I really haven't decided what I want to do with it yet, but it's started to get built. And I don't know where it's going to go yet. It's been just kind of taking shape as I've been building. And then I do have a nether portal because I do eventually want to have a nether hub for everybody to be able to travel through here. So there is a nether portal under spawn that is access for everybody to come through. Right now, of course, when you get into the nether, this is all it is just this is spawn. It goes nowhere right now because I haven't built a hub and nobody's really been in the nether yet to go diving after anything. So, but that's things to come in the future. What else have I done? Let's fly up here, kind of cruise along. I do have roadways kind of set up for each direction on the server. So if you see off this way, there's a roadway that heads off that way. This one has been named. This one is Dunstan Way, because that leads down to Sweetie's place. And then this road is Wyam Boulevard, because that leads out to where Tall Terrace has got his base set up at. So it's coming along. It's coming along. So we'll just kind of cruise along here a little bit, and you can kind of see what I've done with these roads. And the only road that's like fully complete now is the one out to Sweetie's place, and he's a good distance away. But I've already gone through and I built his road is done all the way to his place, and I haven't been to his place for quite some time yet. We've got some little bridges and stuff that are built across along this roadway, and I think these bridges kind of turned out okay. That's kind of what they look like on the outside. A nice shape to them. Let us continue along the road. We got another little small bridge that shows up here. A nice angled one. I want to start getting into maybe a little bit more in the way of some angled builds while I'm out here. So that's why I'm kind of playing in creative, because I'm going to be building and tearing apart like crazy on here. So trying out new things, new styles to get things built. But I think that turned out pretty reasonable for like a swampy type walkway. And then as we continue along, the streetlights, I do like how these streetlights have turned out. And it's just enough light. And then I use glow lichen along the road as well too, to just kind of increase some of the lighting. And it really works well with the kind of randomized rect pattern that I have for this roadway, so that it's just not just a constant pile of gravel that you're walking on. So it gives it that distressed look. And we've got these street lights just kind of run all the way along here. Where it's corners, I've got more of these style street lights, and when it's straight across, they come out like this. So this bridge, to me, it turned out absolutely fantastic. I've got this all wrecked because it's like we're in this swamp biome, and I used some of the glowberry bushes and whatnot to try to just tweak this a little bit so that it's definitely all roughed up. And you got to be careful because you can fall in here and then you're kind of screwed. Like, you got no way out, right? So you'd have to like dig your way out because it's not easy to get into. I mean, it's wrecked, right? And I made sure that wherever something was like busted out and kind of all falling apart and stuff, that components of it, like you look here, there should be a beam and stuff here. Well, the log is laying here and it's laying out that way in the water. There's stone blocks and stuff that were here that have all fallen to the bottom. I think all in all, it's actually turned out really good. And let me see if I can get out of here to give you a better view from the outside. And I've added some like the swamp trees and stuff kind of around the outside edge and that. Throw some vines on it. A little bit of parkour here where you got to kind of get across. I mean, it's not much of one. Anybody can jump one space, but it's something you got to be paying attention at if you're running along out here. So, and then we leave the swamp biome and we head into another biome. It's like a birch forest biome. There's this tunnel system here, cuts through a small mountainside. And we're cruising along this way. And I think I've got another big bridge up here. Just before we get to Sweeney's place. All in all, I think the bridge turned out well. It's got a nice shape to it. And then we are now out to all the area that Sweeney's been kind of chipping away at and clearing. I don't know if he's done much in the way of building yet, but he's definitely got things laid out to where he is going to be building and to the scope of the size of the build he's going to be doing. He's got markers all kind of out and about for this area, so he's getting prepped to get some builds in. And then I've got the road started to head out to Wimes' place. Wimes has got, he's got barely, not even a full wood house yet, so. Duru, or whatever, however you want to say your name, gaming. Let's try that again. Let's go. Dervu? Derov. I don't know. You're going to have to help me out with the pronunciation. Welcome to the stream. My brain doesn't function very well, so. It's broken. Broken, my precious. You can say my name. Deruv. Let's go with Deruv. If that's right, then hooray for me. But it took me forever to try to get it right, so. But yeah, this is where we're kind of chilling for now. Now that we're back from holidays and we're waiting for New World to come out. Gonna kind of chip away and get some builds and stuff done out here. I could call you D, only D. Okay, D, you got it. Oh my God, Cyborg, welcome to the stream. How are you this fine day? It's chilly AF outside here. We got a little reprieve from the hot weather, so like a couple of days ago it was like 35 or 37 or something like that. Last night a storm rolled in. Temperature dropped. Today it never got above 12 degrees Celsius, so. Because every American call me D when go to their stream. Well, I'm not American. I'm Canadian. By the way, from India. All the way from India. Wow. I have a friend of mine I went to school with that's living in India. Where? I couldn't even begin to tell you. And I know that there's like 1 billion people in India, so I guarantee you have never walked into them. But I'm Canadian. I'm not American. Proud to be Canadian. My sad attempt at like throwing my channel logo up here as some type of a sculpture. The only thing I wish this thing could spin. I wish Minecraft had that ability. I know there's like a mechanical mod pack. Mumbo Jumbo was kind of dealing with it. He was playing with it with a little bit. So, Lethan the drummer, welcome to the stream. The mechanical mod pack would be able to make this spin and keep it all together, but unfortunately, vanilla Minecraft, not so much. But the channel logo's there. And yeah, I gotta figure out kind of what I'm gonna do with this yet. Like, I've just been slapping this together. I'm Vanadian too? You're a Vanadian? You must be a Newfie then. Can you join? The only way to join on this SMP server is A, you're going to be a mod on my channel, which I'm not accepting any mods right now, or B, go to my elite tier in channel members to be able to play on the server. It's not Vanadian, it's Canadian. No, I kind of got the idea that he was Canadian because there is no Vanada out there anywhere, so... Yeah, I'm not sure kind of where the scope of this is going to go yet. I just know that I'm liking how it's turning out so far. I might have to kind of mix some of this up a little bit through here because it's too much cobblestone. But it is still just kind of a placement to get things built up. So, but for right now, I'm going to kind of keep working on... I want to get this next roadway done here. So we're going to be just kind of ripping along, throwing down some grass blocks, getting this all the way I want it for the roadway. That should be good. Not grass blocks, sorry, leaves. We're throwing down some leaves on the ground like a boss. Hello, Mr. Wolfie. Oh, these gotta go. Trim it back a bit. The grass will regrow through here, even with the leaves on it, so... It will come together nicely. Oops. Some of these trees I'm going to have to blast out of here too because I kind of don't like them where they're at. Okay, so this is kind of the start of another bridge area here. So I'm going to have to kind of get that slipped in there. This one's going to be an awkward bridge to build just because it's not shaped right. Spruce, please. We do know that this is like so and like so. Quick reminder, everybody, reach down, hit that like button on the video, subscribe if you're new to the channel, ring the notification bell so that you can be notified when we go live. And I'm hoping over this next 6 weeks or so, I'm going to be a little more consistent than I have been. I mean, when New World came out, I was streaming like 6 days a week because New World was absolutely amazing. But prior to that, I was kind of on a little bit of a hiatus because I was on a bit of a creative block and suffering from a little bit of creator burnout, which is a real thing. If you have never experienced it, I don't recommend it because it kind of sucks. Where you can't think of anything to do and you don't want to bring anything kind of half-assed to the community. And then you just end up in a funk and yeah. It was kind of a rough go. For a bit there. I didn't have it in my heart to want to put up any content, and which made the channel suffer. I think I lost like 30, 40 subs. Lost some channel members, but it's okay. Because I'm more up to bringing quality rather than just quantity. I think that's my purpose in life right now. Quality versus quantity. And I don't know if you guys ended up watching or have gone back to my channel and watched any of the New World streams that I did. I had so much fun playing that game. I literally, it was so fantastic to play. I'd recommend it for anybody. I think it's the final nail in the coffin for World of Warcraft. I do believe WoW is going to be done now. I mean, so many people were already bailing for Final Fantasy XIV, and now it just seems to be, that's it. It's, and then of course you throw the Blizzard scandal in and all that too. And well, I think it's done. Even there's now major delays for Overwatch 2, and all development is stopped on World of Warcraft right now. Which is good because the development writers are trash. But New World has been, like, there was nothing about that game I found grindy. Everything from your gathering skills to your crafting skills, you name it, it was amazing. Every aspect of it was amazing. I think we're doing some landscaping here because I want this hillside to kind of slope back more. So we're going to be chewing this out a little bit here. Bye-bye, massive oak tree. I hate the big oak trees. They're such a pain in the butt to get rid of. Ah, the sound of breaking leaves. It's actually kind of annoying, but it is what it is. Crash block, please. Well, basically say that this was constructed back on purpose to blast out this hillside. Try to have some story behind why it's looking the way it is. Why is that hillside so uniform and perfect with no trees on it? Because that's why. And I think I have one more in the middle here. Is there a middle? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. So that would be 8, 9 is the middle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Try to make it a little bit uniform anyway. Me and my scab block placing. Alright, that's looking like a bridge, kind of. This is going to be an awkward build. Very, very awkward, yes. Yes. Oh, if any of you have ever watched Bruce Williger's, what is it? Unforgotten Realms. Their series they did that's D&D based. You're like, yes. That was the Cobalt language, as they just ran around saying, yes, yes, yes. Or no, they were like Cobalt. I don't know. It's, if you ever get a chance, go back and watch some of Bruce Williker's older Unforgotten Realms. I think it was UR Realms Live, I think is what it was, a live series that they were doing, and it was freaking amazing. Amazing. Okay, my boy Terris, I'm trying. Okay, so I want spruce slabs for this. That are my spruce slabs. Okay, hat platform. Well, what platform am I on? I'm playing, this is Java 1.17.1. And Jake, welcome to the stream. Java 1.17. That can go to there, and then we got to step that one out to there. Oh, but then it's going to come out even further. Hold on. Well, maybe we'll be okay. Maybe we'll be okay. It's such a weird shape. Why am I doing it? Why are you playing I said 1.17.1. Caves and Cliffs, but only the Cliffs part of Caves and Cliffs. Did I say 1.14? I'm pretty sure I said 1.17.1. And it's also in the title of the video. No, it's not in the title of the video. It's in the description of the video. Am I a liar? I could be. I could be. Okay, this tree's got to go. Bye-bye. Poplar. Or birch. Sorry, not poplar. It's a birch tree. Okay, we do step up here, so we'll want to bring this up a little higher. I couldn't just build a straight bridge, could I? I had to put these stupid little twisty turns in it. Birch trees, I like birch trees as well too, because they're generally easy to chop down in survival. They're not like some of these stupid great oak trees, or they're not even great oak trees. They're just these dumb large ones that in survival are a pain in the butt to chop down. I don't know if you could tell that they anger me. No, I don't want that there. I want that there. And then there. And then there, and then this shoots across like so. This does need to come up higher though. You cheating? Can you play survival? I can play survival. I am playing creative on this though. I am flying because I'm in creative mode. I'm not in survival. Anybody that joins the server is playing in survival, but I'm building like infrastructure for the server. Roads out to people's builds and stuff like that. And, of course, I seem to be putting out lots of phantoms. Next time it's nighttime, I'm going to have to actually sleep because if somebody logs on, if Sweeney logs on or Tall Terrace logs on and I go near them, they're going to get attacked. Can you make a Bedrock server? Probably not, because I really don't like how Redstone behaves in Bedrock. Sorry, but it's just the way it is. Okay, so we got to come out like this. This, like this. Okay, I think we're getting this. As soon as I get past this, because it's just these stupid little twists and turns that I made here that were kind of an afterthought that I probably shouldn't have done. Cool world, you said. Well, thank you. Please, that is all I can afford, and you are my favorite YouTuber. Unfortunately, nope. I've like only played enough Bedrock just to turn on ray tracing to see what it was like. That was it. That's all I have done in Bedrock. I think Sweeney has a Bedrock server. At least he used to have a Bedrock server way back in the day, so. Lathan the drummer says, can you sing happy birthday to my sister Liz? It's her birthday and she loves you. Okay. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. Dear Liz, happy birthday to you. That's about as much singing as you're getting out of me. How to, like, completely unimpress everybody in a hurry. No, don't do that. That was lousy block placement. I think there's going to be some more tweaks on here yet that I've got to. I'm not entirely sure that this is working out as intended. Well, maybe it is. Okay, I know we stepped down here though. To there. We already got that piece in. I feel like this isn't going to work out exactly how I wanted it to. Well, no, because we did step down a layer there. Because this is technically the third layer I'm working on here now. Okay, we got to put a piece here because I keep busting that block out. What the? Oh, no, that's 4 across there. That's why this isn't working out. We need to do a modification here. No, I don't want that. I want this to go up like so. Oh, come on. Place the block right. Now, you go there like so. And we come out like so. Don't know if I'm totally convinced that this is done right. Oh, and it's right here too because it steps out 4. How much money is Java? I don't know. I bought it like a million years ago. I want to say like $25.99, something like that. Canadian. Do I live in the US? No, I live in Canada. You're cool. Well, I'm not. I'm an old guy that plays Minecraft. I'm like the least coolest guy you're ever gonna know. My favorite food. My wife's lasagna is freaking amazing. That is a fact. Okay, so this is kind of working out here, but kind of not, because this is not right. The shape isn't right. And it's because this needs to be at this height, which means this one needs to be at this height. Hey, thank you for the super chat. I appreciate that. A $1 super chat. You're amazing. Of course, I get the notification in chat, and the little notification shows up in the little window up there because of the chat log there. And then in about 5 minutes, Streamlabs' little bot service on there will be like, oh, hey, guess what? You got a donation. I feel like, there we go. There's the notification that I was waiting for. I feel like this needs to be here. And then this needs to be here. And then this needs to come out like so. But I don't think we're... Like, you need to be there, this needs to be here, this needs to be here, and this needs to be that way. Oh, I think we're getting there. By golly, I think we're getting it. How old am I? How old am I now? I want to say I'm 46. Yeah. Yeah, let's go with 46. That's going to be like so. This needs to come out like so. This is like that. And then this is here. Okay. Look at that. I've got the shape, by golly. So I just have to fix this corner. I believe now. Because this is going to be kind of all out of whack here. Because it spreads out too wide. Spruce logs up, please. Can I give you a world tour? There's not much of a world to tour, but yes. Yes, I'll take a break while my brain's resetting on this here. Wait, what? Wait. Does that doesn't even need to be up that high. Well, it might. We'll go back. We'll kind of get at it. Hello.
Copy.
Ooh, hey.
Somebody threw a cheese slice on the car.
At least it was your car. I got coffee delivered, and then apparently somebody threw a cheese slice on my daughter's car, which is kind of funny. Tim Hortons for the win. One of these days, these guys are going to sponsor me. One day, I'm going to get big enough that Tim Hortons will be a sponsor of mine. I wish. World Tour. So yeah, there's not much yet because the server's like so new. Like I've just built it, and I've just kind of been building. I've got the spawn area right here. There's a little supply depot, so that when channel members join on, they have access to be able to get some iron tools, and iron armor, a bed, bow and arrow, food, shield, basically everything you need to get going. We ask that you take just one of each. What province am I in? I live in Alberta. I'm an Alberta boy. Actually, not too far from those fires we just had. It's an easy, like, an hour and a half drive to some of the fires that they had Dead Man's Flats. So I live, like, basically around Calgary. So yeah, this is spawn. There are beacons set up in here. So spawn, you get stacked up. You get speed, you get strength, you get resistance, you get regeneration, you get haste. It's a safe zone, is what this is. And so I've got the 4 beacons set up on here just because I wanted to, and well, yeah, that's just the way it is. So you were my first donation too, because I love you. Oh, I appreciate that. I really do. You're an Albertan as well. Excellent. Fellow Albertan. I've lived in Alberta longer than I did live in BC. BC was where I was born and raised, Vancouver Island. But when I got married, I moved out to Alberta. Been here since. Okay, so this is spawn. And then underneath spawn will eventually be another hub. So that there's a centralized transportation conduit, but I haven't started building it at all. And if you go back, I'm gonna find the link to it. Just hold me, and I'll show you what I've done in previous Nether hubs, and I did this before on a server. It was like it was a 1.16 server that I had built a while back. Let me just find the video because it's way back there, way back there, way back there. And if I can find that video, I will post the link, and you'll get a good idea of what I do for Nether hubs. I want to say it was... Where did I post that? So that was all the World War C. There's the TerrisCRAFT stuff, but I know I made an actual video that was like the Nether Hub tour. It was like 3 minutes long. I gotta find it. Where to go? TerrisCRAFT Survival. It was after the TerrisCRAFT Survival bonus 12-hour stream. That's 12 hours of mining. I did in 2 streams. Just straight mining. That's all I did. Maybe it wasn't that server. Oh, there's the Megadome too. You have to go back and see the Megadome of World of Solitude Season 3 that I did. Okay, this is bizarre. I'm going to actually go to my channel studio, because it should be able to, I could go to content through here. Because I want to say it was an uploaded video. There we go. Minecraft Nether Hub Tour. I'm going to pause that. And then I'm going to share that. I'm going to copy that link. If it will load. Hello. Okay, YouTube is being an absolute something right now. But why? Timeline, welcome to the stream. No idea what you're saying. English only if you could, other than it looks like you are from Brazil. Okay, I gotta skip this ad and then it'll give me the share. Okay, screw it. Here we go. Here's the actual video link to a hub that I've done before. So if you get a chance, you can go back and watch that. That'll be plans a year eventually. It won't be exactly like that because I of course, change it up because it's a new server. I built that already. It's time to move on to something different. Over here, this is going to be a castle of some kind. I've been just using the landscape to start building this and really haven't decided exactly how I want it to go yet. Other than I know that it's going to be quite large. I think I'm going to shut off clouds though. Video settings, because the cloud's going to cut like right through the roof of this thing and I don't like that, so... Details, clouds off. Thank you. Thank you, Dave. Thank you very much. Done. Back to the game. Do I play any other? I've streamed World of Warcraft. I've streamed Fortnite, but I love playing Fortnite, but I really suck at building, so I don't stream it very often. Was heavy. Like, I was involved in the closed beta for New World just a few weeks ago and streamed that like 6 days a week for the 2 weeks that it was. So I did like 12 streams of New World, and that game is amazing. Absolutely amazing. I'm on their creator partner program, and so I was able to get some beta keys, and so I sent out a few of the beta keys out there, and it was so good. I love that game. Absolutely love that game. Got to figure out, I'm going to get a bunch of the people from the community, figure out what servers are going to be playing on, and then we'll kind of go from there and get our own clan going, guild, whatever they call it in New World. Company, I think they call them companies. And then, of course, the faction. I was a Marauder faction. It was so much fun. Hashtag Marauders. Yay! Marauders for the win. You downloaded a random game and it was Fortnite and it was fun, but it was so bad. See, I could shoot and I could kill and I could do that, no problem. But as soon as I started building, the building just, oh man. You're watching people like Ninja start throwing up 90s, like absolutely ridiculous. Dr. Lupo or Tim the Tatman when they're building. It's, yeah, like it's, not my style of gaming for sure. But I've been playing video games since back in the Sierra era of Quest for Glory, which is actually, used to be called Heroes Quest, but now it's called Quest for Glory. It got a rebranding in there when they made Quest for Glory 2. But the original was just called Heroes Quest, and then they changed it. And then, like, I did all those Sierra games back in the day. You gotta remember, when I started playing video games, I had an Atari console with the little paddles, little turny paddles, playing Pong. Just saying, that's how long I've been playing. My favorite sport, hands down, baseball. I am a Toronto Blue Jays fan. They're in a little bit of a right now, but they'll pull through. There's still a little bit of baseball left to see if they can get that wild card spot for the playoffs. I'd like to see them make the playoffs, but the American League Eastern Division is like the toughest division. Like, all of us are like 65 and something, 65 and 55. We're all four of the teams are well over 500. And then, of course, you got Baltimore, which is, so. Baseball is your second favorite sport. You are a hockey fan. See, and most people expect me to say hockey because I'm Canadian, but yeah, it doesn't happen. So that's pretty much like all that's been built on this server so far is what you're seeing here. I do have a roadway that goes out to where Sweeney has started clearing for a build that he's going to be doing. And so we're basically just kind of repeating some of these bridge structures that I've done out this way. I will show you the swamp bridge because the swamp bridge is amazing. I like how it turned out. I mean, it's along the same idea as this, but just better. Hello, Mr. Swampy Bridge. Which is right about hither. Hither we are. Mr. Swamp Bridge that's all kind of busted and overgrown and like things are all falling apart, and to me I think this has turned out like really well. I like how this has all turned out. Like I got the beams all busted down, the roof's all caved in, there's like bits of it sunk to the bottom, trees overgrowing on it. I like how this bridge turned out. I might still do a little bit more distressing on it, but we'll see. You'd love to join, but you don't have a PC to get Java. That would be problematic then. And then, of course, this is a tunnel out towards Sweeney's place. And Sweeney's is still another, like, 800 blocks out this way. No, not quite. Because there's the final bridge just before his place. And I think the bridges turned out okay. I kind of like how the bridges have turned out. They have a nice supported structure to them. And then all this area here is where Sweeney's going to be building, but I don't know what his plan is yet. And he's going to have to, like, he's going to modify my road and stuff, but I got the road to his little starter house, and he can modify and do whatever he wants to it, so. He can do whatever he likes. Speaking of likes, there's a segue for you. Reach out and hit that like button on the video. Subscribe if you're new to the channel. Ring that notification bell so you can be notified when we go live. I want to know why my little alerts aren't working. Did I? Oh, yeah, no, the alert did come through, didn't it? Yeah, it did. Okay, it did. I must have just, like, been smoking something or something. I don't know if you've noticed, but there is a reward program for just being here. That you can redeem things for. You earn Terris tokens the longer you're on the stream and you're active in chat. And you can do things like that. I even did it. I did it to myself and I still jumped. It's crazy. But on the Discord, there's a link to all of the various commands that you can do. And you can sit there and just go, I want to say it's ! points. We'll tell you how many points you have. I'm welcome. Dementia is a real bee, lol. Yeah. Forgetting if my little notification happened. Yeah, no kidding. Okay, it's not post. Maybe it's tokens. Oh no, I think it's points. Might be tokens. I don't know. It may just take a bit for the command to come through, but I've got like 695. And you can go like, what's it, points? Leader? I can't remember what the commands are now. I gotta actually look up on the Discord. I can't remember what the stupid commands are. How can you tell I haven't been paying attention very much to my streams? Oh, it's just points. Oh, that points tells you how many you've got. I gotta switch that window out because I just accidentally closed my stream window, which is, you know, not the most fantastic thing to do while you're in the middle of a stream. Streamlabs. I've got to log into my Streamlabs account. And then it'll tell me what those silly commands are. I think also I can just go commands, and it should give you a link to all of the various commands that are out there. I can, however, do a giveaway for some points. Cloudbot loyalty. I can tell you who the point leader is. Tall Terrace is the point leaders that's out here. But I'm going to do a points giveaway right now. And we're getting knocked on. I'm just redeemed knocking. And that one gets me every time because it's right and left. But I have just started a giveaway. So however many points you have, you can spend tokens to be able to buy your chance to get 2,000 tokens. So I think it's 2 tokens per ticket, up to a maximum of 20 tickets you can get. And you just go !raffle and then the number of tickets you'd like. Make sure you do your points first so you can see how many points you've got. Blah, blah, blah. It's all on my Discord. You can get all that kind of fun stuff. And get yourself some tokens. Some tokens. And it's going to run for 30 minutes. And then Streambot gives me a winner. And we go from there. And then you can spend on all kinds of weird noises. Like, redeem Murloc. Oh, I didn't spell redeem right. That's from World of Warcraft. The Discord's got all the commands for that too. I gotta check out those commands though, Boomer Discord, to see which ones are the right ones for checking to see who's in the lead and whatnot. Giveaway. So it is loyalty top ! Top. That's what it is. That tells you who's in the lead. Of the 2 words, redeems the one I messed up. No kidding, right? Because I'm a scrub, man. I'm a complete scrub when it comes to all things stream related. And where have I just wandered off to? Okay, there's the bridge. I'm like, all of a sudden I'm completely lost. Alright, back to some road building, bridge building, whatever we gotta do. God, I wish you could just get like real music and play real music without getting copyright smashed. I mean, some of this royalty-free garbage is okay, but you try to get enough to like have something in the background that isn't overly terrible. See, the nice thing about New World is the music in the background is amazing. Minecraft's music is okay. Some games are complete jerks, and they'll copyright strike you if you let the music play in the background of the game that you're playing. Lego Harry Potter. I streamed Lego Harry Potter. I was going to play the whole game from beginning to end and stream it all. Warner Brothers copyright striked me because of Hedwig's theme that played during the game, and you can't turn the music off in that game. So they claimed my video, so I deleted it. I got pissed off, and I'm like, you can't have it. That's my work. I'm advertising your game for nothing. And you're going to copyright strike me because of the music that you've put in the game? Like, come on. Give your head a shake. But that's what you get when you're a big Hollywood types that don't give a crap. I got to be careful because one way or another, I want my name in a movie, so I don't want to diss Hollywood types too much. In fact, in my town right now, tomorrow and Thursday, Ron Howard is in town filming a movie that's like, what the hell's the name of it again? Under the Banner of Heaven or something like that. And it's got Andrew Garfield in it. And they're like filming like in the row of houses behind my alleyway that's here. They got the whole street blocked off. And they've got like, they brought in like a whole bunch of like old, like early 70s like station wagons and there's like an old like 70s motorhome, and like they've got the whole street all full of this. They're perioding the time out to be like, I'm guessing around the mid 70s, and they're filming just like right behind my house. Like I could throw a rock out my backyard and I'm sure I would hit somebody on the production crew. Not that I would recommend doing something like that, but okay, we're gonna just kind of build this up a little bit here so that it's not quite so stagnant looking. I think that's okay. I think that's all right. That's not what I want there. I want this here. So you know what? We're going to put this 4 spot right there with the gravel. And that just gives it that better walkout onto this platform. All right, so we got to keep fixing this crap. Because this has got to go like here. This is fine. Then this is fine. And then that's like so. And I think that actually fixes it, doesn't it? No. We have to knock this down. And come out like so. Knock these down. Yeah, I've fallen and I can't... Oh, I literally can't get up. Okay. I think this is okay. I gotta bust this out from down here. Because now we come up like so, but that's not going to work because that's going to break there. So we're going to come over from this one. And then this is up like so. Hey, look, we've got the shape we want. Hey, don't ever do a stupid bridge like this, just saying. I think we did all right, though, all things considering. I think I may be able to actually bring this over like so. And then bring this down. And then knock this out here. I think that's okay because it does just kind of this quick little sharp turn here. And then it runs off. It has character. It does have character for sure. And then we step down again for this. So we knock that one out like so. We go up here. We just go this way. Not like that. We're going to do it like that. Oh, come on. Haha! I think we're getting there. Locked on. Welcome to the stream. Yep, I'm late compared to normal. Good day. Good day. Good day. Tall. I don't think Tall's here. If he is, he's hiding in the background and hasn't said anything. Oh, and you're just spending your one raffle ticket. Lucky you go. You heard free Terris tokens, so that's why you logged on. You're like, free tokens? I want that. I might actually be able to knock out that set. No. We're going to leave those ones. Excuse me. I enabled my hacks, so you'll be ready winning the raffle. Well, do what you gotta do. Be who you wanna be. If cheating's your thing, then I'm not gonna stop you. It isn't too low there, right? I don't think so. I think it's just peachy. And I think we're going to be doing like a half slab railing as well. So, like so. Whoop, not like that. Oh, no, this steps down here. Derpy derp. And the reason for the half slab railing is because I want. Is that a good enough reason? I think that's a good enough reason. Mainly because I built this on half slabs, it's kind of a wreck to line things up properly. To do like actual like fence rails or something like that through here. How was my vacation? It was good. Like we took the trailer down to southern Alberta and we camped for like 10 days because we left on the Tuesday of the long weekend. We had a long weekend anyway. I kind of don't know if I'm liking the railing, the half slab railing. That might be a work in progress. I don't know if that's staying yet. But it was restful. I got to admit, we did have a nice restful time. Chilling. Mark that one in, bust this out, like so, and then this is like that. I'm stuck under some leaves. speaking of leaves, these got to get busted out of here because I got to go like so. Sounds quite nice. Was it cold there? No, we didn't get cold until today. Like, it's not overly nice outside right now. Like, I think it's maybe 9 degrees Celsius outside right now. It was like 35. We were averaging down when I was camping. It was like 35 every day, so... Which is... warm enough. That doesn't go there. That doesn't go there. It's got to be like so. Oh, I go attacked by a bee, but I'm in creative, so it can't really do anything. I'm not even entirely sure where that bee is going. Or what its issue is. Like, there's no... Oh, there's a beehive way up there. What flower was he after? There's no flowers. Oh, there are these ones. Never mind. They do a bit of a walkabout, don't they? Fairbanks, Alaska was snowing 2 days ago already. But that's like Fairbanks, Alaska. That doesn't... That's not surprising. Because that's up there a ways. But yeah, we ended up with like, it rained, it started raining last night at about 8 o'clock, and it rained straight through the night until probably about noon today. And we needed it because it was dry here. Oh my God, it was dry. So we were just a tinder block waiting to happen. So we're going to adjust the landscaping on this hillside a little bit so that this feels more bridge-like. There, that's good. That is good. They don't normally snow until mid-September. Yeah. How much rain did we get? I want to say we probably got close to an inch of rain. Because it was a good, just solid rain for like 12 hours straight. A little over 12 hours straight. And we step down once more, and in goes that railing, and done. I think all in all, this silly little S-bend I have in this bridge is... it's holding together. That had to have been Ima. That's like so. We're going to put some cross beams in here. Can we waterlog buttons? I'm just curious. Button. I need a stone button, and I want to see if they can be waterlogged. Boink. Nope. They can't actually be in the water because it busts them off because it's redstone. But these ones are going to shoot across like so. Actually, you know what? I don't even know if I need the piece that sticks out. I think just some cross members underneath is probably enough support. Hello, says, I've been thinking about picking up an AMD Phenom 2X 940 Black Edition for my dad's PC. It looks like it'll sell for $5. AMD Phenom 2. Wow. Yeah, okay, that's do what you gotta do. I guess for $5, why not, right? $5 is $5. Okay, so we're just going to shore this up a little bit. So we're going to kind of do this, expand this out. And it'll just look like it's got some like bigger cross supports underneath here. We're good that way, but I think we'll come out on this side. And we'll do the same here. We're good that way. We'll shore this up. And then we're doing it here on this side. And here on this side. Now, does that seem like it's got more structure to it? I'm going to say yes. It doesn't look like it'll fall in on itself. You know what? I do want these here. I do, and there's nothing you can do about it. That doesn't go there. That goes here. That's fine. That's fine. These ones are going, but I'm not going to be able to put the little, like, studs in them.
Those railings have to go.
Yeah, I'm not liking the railings either. I'm not sure what I'm going to do there yet. They have some quirks.
Have some quirk. I don't even know what looked good there. There's so many new blocks in this game.
Yeah, the problem is like a lot of them are like I could use fence, but then it's going to be kind of offset because I've done it half slabbed.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, I guess I could leave it open.
Good, but it actually does look good open. But I mean, safety first. You don't want OSHA on you.
Well, I mean, you saw the rickety bridge, haven't you? Over
No.
towards Sweeney's place. I'll show you the rickety bridge as soon as I get this done. Everyone in stream,
Is it a hazard?
you're
Have
hearing.
people been injured?
Oh, yeah, definitely. There's no way they wouldn't have been injured. Stream, you're listening to Ima.
So while I was traveling, I can't help but notice that you caused New World to be delayed. What was that about?
I know, right? Like, ugh. I saw that announcement and it literally like crushed me.
What did they push it to? Like end of September?
September 28th.
That'll give me like a week to play Diablo 2, I guess.
Yeah, I'm using this right now as I'm going to screw around on my server for 6 weeks and then dive in and go hard at leveling, figure out a server that we're all going to be on, and get a company together, like actually form a company or guild or whatever they call them in New World. I think they're
I think
called
most
companies.
Yeah.
Quick reminder,
Yeah, I think
guys,
you
we're
can
running out
Dark
of
Souls,
time
which
on
is my first.
the raffle. If you haven't got your raffle tickets,
It's been interesting.
sorry, what was that?
Is that I've been using the extra time to play through Dark Souls,
Ah, there you go.
like the whole series.
Okay, I'm gonna go show you the rickety bridge.
Show me the rickety bridge. Oh, that's cool looking. What is that area?
Yeah, it's coming together. I'm not sure. I was just slapping blocks together against the mountainside, and I'm not sure what
That's
it's going to
pretty cool.
be
Is
yet.
that like a cricket court?
It could be big old lawn bowling up there or something.
Yeah. Javelin throw, just in case.
Yeah, to throw it off the side and see if you can get somebody down below.
Okay.
Oh, and you're going to see it at night too, because it looks even better at night.
Looks even more unsafe.
Yes, definitely.
So you're playing in creative, but it's a survival world, right?
Absolutely. It's my server, so I'm like, screw it. I'm going to play in creative, and anybody that joins can play in survival.
That works. That's how you get good, like infrastructure. Clearly.
And that's what I'm doing as infrastructure. So this is Rickety Bridge.
Okay, yeah, I can see where that may have caused a problem. It's like roads in Minnesota.
Every pothole that you could conceive.
It's just potholes and sinkholes. Chunks of wood where people have patched it because the city wouldn't.
You pretty much. Well, it's some of the roof and stuff that's fallen in, right? And wherever there's something like busted out through the floor, it's like down already on the ground too. And
it looks like a bridge that would be in Dark Souls, actually, just to screw with you, little holes to fall through.
Yeah, so you could just imagine what this will be like in survival if you're running along here and you fall into like this one, because the water's actually, I think it's further that way where it's shallow enough that you'd actually have to dig your way out.
I don't think you run across this bridge.
Hey, you could, like, if you were in a full sprint, you could get across and probably not fall in. And then we change out of the swamp biome, like I did that in the swamp biome. And then, of course, now we got the nice little cave here to...
I like the lanterns. One of the cooler additions they've had.
It really is, especially the chains. To be able to hang them down from chain and stuff it's cool.
Oh, I didn't even notice.
Because this is the lantern themselves without the chain, and then they actually added an iron chain.
That's what your other bridge needs. Some lanterns.
Yeah, it needs some lighting and stuff. I haven't got that far yet. It's kind of modeled off these other bridges that I was building. There's one big one over here. But I'm putting...
Or what's a rickety bridge?
It was a rickety bridge. It very much was a rickety bridge.
Yeah. As advertised.
But this is the structure that I've been going for the bridges that I went after. And so these ones here I actually kind of built a little bit wider. And why is there a missing block?
Creeper? Nah, not creeper.
No, I've mob griefing turned off.
Enderman, that's the one I was trying to think of.
They usually, I don't know if they touch brick. They go after grass, but... But like I'm building these roads kind of out in each direction as people start building, so that there's like a roadway to get out to somebody's build.
It's pretty cool. I'm sure people appreciate that.
I think they will. I mean, so far on here building is just Sweeney and Tall Terrace, so.
It's a lot built for like 3 people.
Okay. Locke, did you get whitelisted on here? I'm sure Locke is whitelisted on here. I can't remember though. I can't remember if he actually sent me his toon name in Discord as a DM to get whitelisted. Oh, I've got zombies on the road. Oh yeah, there's Lockdot right there. So apparently he has joined.
Zombies are just appreciating the smooth infrastructure.
Yeah, absolutely. They need to get around too, right?
Sure. Such a benevolent ruler.
Oh, what I don't have from Locke yet, I think, is his coordinates of where he's going to build.
I like that cabin back there. It looks like the information center in any campground.
Lockdot, you can't use buttons underwater because I was just screwing around with it, playing with it. It's because they're considered redstone. They're not a decoration, so they can't be waterlogged. The giveaway is now closed. Let's pick a winner. Oh, for crying out loud. That's I'm like, I click the button and I'm like, oh, for crying out loud.
The scripts win again.
There you go. I just added 2,000 points to you. Congratulations, Lockdot. Or, not Lockdot, Ima.
Thank you. I will air horn responsibly.
Oh, thank you. Let my ears bleed. These new headphones my daughter got me for Father's Day would make my ears bleed nicely with it, so.
Oh, yeah. How you liking those?
Oh, they're so comfortable. They're way better than the Razer Krakens I had.
Yeah, Razer's stuff is, like, flashy, but I found
Well, these are Razers as well, too. They are the... hold on.
They look like Sennheisers.
I'm tied up. Hold on. Black Shark. They are Black Sharks.
Well, I haven't even heard of those before. Okay.
I could grab
They
the
had
box.
good range, like good treble and mid and everything.
Oh, yeah. And the virtual surround on them is... Oh! The virtual surround is great on them.
They still sounding pretty good around that tinnitus.
Alright, so they are the Black Shark V2, and they come with a USB sound card, and believe it or not, like the onboard AC whatever audio that's on my motherboard, and it's like not a cheap motherboard. It's a Gigabyte Oros Elite. The USB sound card is way better
Than just like using regular USB ports.
than using and because then the headphones plug into it, so it's got an it's got its own amplified sound card.
I got you.
Yeah,
that would be better.
So the sound is amazing. I'm gonna switch to large cam so you can see it. That's the set. I don't use the mic in it. The mic unplug, but they're great.
Oh, okay. Wow. Pretty awesome.
And so soft on the head, like they don't squeeze my skull, which is kind of nice.
Happy Father's Day.
Yeah, I thought so. So Lockdot, make sure you get me coordinates of where you're at so that I can update my little board here.
Now, is PvP enabled on your server?
PvP is enabled, but the rules are only if the other player agrees to it.
Rules.
Rules. Lockdot's like, can I get op for a minute so I can make special items and make it visible item frames? No! How's that for you? No, actually, I'm not. I might be able to give
Reminds me of
you.
being on the Gib real early on, where we'd just have people log on and be like, "I'm working with some website that like Minecraft leaderboards or something." It's like, I just need op to take some pictures for our website.
Oh, okay.
All right, yeah, I guess we look that stupid.
Well, maybe, you know.
Hey,
I don't know what I'm going to do with the railing on here. And you know what it is? I think I screwed up by not putting a cement barrier around it. I might tear the whole thing down and redo it and spread it out more. Because if you look at this bridge over here, when I built this, I did the brick sides on it.
that does look good.
And then it's made the roof a lot wider. And then there's your railing right there. It's not much of one because, I mean, you step up on it, but...
Well, still, it's more visual than safety.
So everything that I just did for the last hour, I'm going to tear apart.
You could add the blocks to the side, couldn't you?
Well, no, because I got to spread out the pillars now.
Well, yeah, you could do that one direction, like just tear down like the
Yeah, but
pillars
then
on one side.
then the roof needs to spread out one block on each side and be raised. So
Yeah, okay.
the whole thing's got to go. Which
Yeah,
is
just-
why I'm in creative, because I knew I was going to be like tearing and building and tearing down and building and tearing down. So
And now you can kind of fix the angle at which it juts, maybe make it a little less aggressive and easier.
yeah, you know what? I'm all right with it being aggressively shitty.
Fair. All right.
I probably shouldn't have said that on a family-friendly stream, but whatever.
Hey, you're the boss.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't you forget it. I got all kinds of crap I gotta fix now, because I've really wrecked it.
You might as well just delete and start over.
Pretty much. I'm just gonna delete the whole server and start from scratch.
There you go. Just take it all. So many notes to take. Goodness.
Hey, did you get your security thing done? The course you're on?
Oh, the cert. Yeah, I did. That's in the bag now.
Nice.
I'm now moving on to software engineering, which is probably one of the least useful classes I've seen in a while. 'Cause it's not actually about software engineering so much as it's about the entire premise of the class is I am presenting to a fake company a customer relations management software to sell them, but there's no actual technical detail. It has nothing to do with the software engineering aspect of it. And that I'm not dictating what language it's written in. There's nothing technical in that regard. It's more like the UML charts and flow diagrams and
So
you
it's-
know, reading their requirements document and then speaking to each thing they're concerned about. It's almost like sales.
Yeah, but I mean, that's unfortunately for a software engineer, that's what's expected, right? Because you've got to be able to interpret their needs. You're
At a certain level, yeah.
basically the middleman between their needs and your software design guys. So you've got to take their information, interpret it so that you understand exactly what they want, and then convert that into something that your software developers. Right. So I could see why there's that approach.
Yeah, I can see the skill set itself being useful. It was just poorly named, I guess, because I have several classes coming up that are about take Python or something like that and write a small project or something along that line. And I actually thought that at a glance, at least, I would be using this class to kind of make a little project, just a little coding project. So once I got in there and I read the rubric, I was just like, oh, this is far more tedious than I was expecting. Most of my classes are like study for a certification, go take the certification, rinse and repeat. So I was kind of looking for like a change of pace, you know? And I guess in some respects it is a change of pace, but I didn't really want to write a paper.
No kidding.
Which is not that bad, really. It's more like they give you this template, like a design template. So all you have to do is go fill in the section. So
is your work paying for it all?
My work was paying for it all, but we've been since purchased by someone else, and because of COVID and the ransacking it's done on healthcare, they dropped a lot of programs, and unfortunately that was one of them. But they paid for about half of it before that all happened, so I'll take it as a win overall.
Yeah, cutbacks. We're seeing it right now too. Our provincial government is like slashing wages of our nurses, and it's not good because they're already understaffed and working ridiculous hours, and now he's going to cut their wages and remove overtime. Yeah. And so it's going to be patient care that suffers.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, always. Yeah, and luckily we're not making any cuts, especially when it comes to the patient-facing aspect of everything. But we're seeing a lot of staffing issues. People just burned out. You know, I mean, it was bad enough when you suffered through one wave of this stuff, and now we got Delta variant happening, and the Lambda variant is peaking in certain places, and it's just
Lambda.
A mess.
I haven't even heard that one yet.
Yeah, you probably won't hear too much about it for a while, but it's I'm trying to remember what country it reared its head in. I know obviously China first. They've had more mutations than anybody else. They're very poor at disclosing it because China.
Well, considering the whole thing was engineered in a lab and it was an accident.
But yeah, Lambda's new. It's along the same lines as Delta, I think, in that it's just very aggressive, and it is more contagious than the other variants, even the original strain.
Well, and that was Delta's case too. Is it's more contagious?
Yeah.
Oh, great fun! We're going to be all in lockdown again for the winter.
Oh yeah, we already have mask mandates put back in place here, and unfortunately, that's not the case where my parents live in Texas. But hey, they're
I know. Yeah, they're. I'm sorry, but some of the things the Republicans are coming up with, I don't know. Like, I don't know.
That's the only thing you really can say. A logical person looks at that and just goes, "Wow," I mean, that it's just kind of dumbfounding. And I feel bad for my sister because she's a teacher in that state, and she actually sent me a PDF that was came from Austin, it was the capital, and from the school board administration, where they were basically saying that, hey, you can't force people to wear a mask. You can't. You cannot put any requirements on students, on staff, anyone. You cannot tell them they have to wear a mask. Period. End of story. If you try, we will remove your funding.
Which is just crap.
And a lot of school districts, hers included, actually thumbed their nose at the state and said, well, guess what? You're going to remove our funding and we're going to require masks. And if people don't like it, keep their kids at home. We don't care.
Lockdot said he sent me the command if I'd like to be able to build the invisible item frames. So then I could put buttons on the side. Mind you, hold on a second. I just want to see something. Where's my logs?
Code to make an invisible item frame.
There's a command that you can do.
Okay.
Oh, well, you can already waterlog. You know what? I could do it this way.
I was going to say that item frame itself really wouldn't look bad. We kind of add a little bit of texture to it.
Maybe not use a button because they're too tiny, because that's with a button in there.
What could you use? You could probably use like a stone. Just a stone
I just
block.
use this. I got a stone brick block in there.
Yeah.
Even with the item frame, that looks fine.
Oh, that does look good. I think that's pretty cool.
Yeah. Thanks and no thanks, Blockdot. Thank you for the idea of the item frame, but I'm going to keep the invisible item frames kind of out of the loop because it's not vanilla. And everything in this is going to be built vanilla, so.
I guess technically if you can do it with a command in vanilla, it is technically vanilla, but it's kind of like a little hacky. Devil's advocate, you know.
Yeah, I hear you.
So how wide are you gonna make it? Are you gonna make it 5? Like
Well, it'll be 5 because I'm going to end up adding the brick now.
right.
I'm just getting the flow up right, but I'm still going to keep this silly little wonky edge in here, I think. Just because it's different, right? As long as I can make it look good, I think it's fine.
It'll just be like a crazy Dr. Seuss bridge.
Yeah, exactly. We'll just tweak build, and we'll make it work one way or another. Go away, zombie. Yeah, this is exactly what this missed. It'll be fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Quick reminder, everybody, reach down and hit the likey button on the video. Subscribe if you're new to the channel, ring that notification bell.
I think you're just paying the price of being a perfectionist right now, aren't you?
Absolutely, yes. It's a problem that I have. I will redo all kinds of things because it didn't look the way I wanted it.
Gonna hang the lanterns from the ceiling? Or?
Yeah. In various different spots in the ceiling, because of course it's going to be a half slab ceiling, so in some places I won't be able to hook the chain up to it.
No. Yeah. Lock, that kind of looks like somebody just dumped their garbage in your leg.
What did you see?
Buttons and slabs. He posted a picture in Discord.
Oh, I'm sitting there going, what do you see?
What, you mean you don't see it? It's right there.
I don't have Discord open. Oh, what a significant difference, maybe. Once we get the roof on. We'll see how the roof goes. Check public chat when you get a chance. I will do that, Locke. Everybody else in chat could go over to the Discord as well, too. Join Discord and you can see what the heck. Yeah,
Well, I cannot tell you how disappointed I am that you still have the Cortana search enabled on your taskbar.
Oh, I have the search button there, but not the whole. Actually, no. I only have I've got the search button, but not the bar, and the Cortana circle's long gone.
It's like, I don't know. If I hit the start button and start typing, it searches. So I just didn't. It always seems so strange to me. Get extra step. Just you get the same thing.
I actually didn't know that. I learned something. Look at that.
It was an accident, I swear. I didn't mean to teach you anything.
I've been spending my day today putting together pages on our help desk for Excel training.
Oh, fun.
Yeah, I've been scouring through like video. Like I'm not redoing videos. I'm seriously, somebody's already built a tutorial video out there. I'm going to find one that's going to do the job. Because why would you reinvent the wheel? That just doesn't make sense.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
And I found us, it's like Learn It YouTube channel. Their tutorials are amazing. And so I've just been iframing them and embedding them into our knowledge base and putting the links to their support documentation so you can have their work files and stuff with it. But I've watched so many crappy Excel tutorials now that I'm like so done. Because I need to make sure that if they're good enough they're going to learn something from this. So I'd go through and I'd watch it. And then I'd get to a point where, oh, this guy doesn't make any sense, and you kill it after you've been watching it for 45 minutes.
You know, a perfectionist would just make their own video.
Yeah, no, I'm not. I'm not going that route. No, thanks. Hey, I can get around Excel, but I'm certainly not going to teach people how to use Excel.
Yeah, I can't say I blame you. That's exercise in frustration.
I did, back in one of my previous jobs, I was the IT administrator for a forage export company. And like our users were as dumb as you could get. I'm sorry, but it was bad. And so I had to teach computer basics training for all of our computer users, for all of our staff at that site. And I had set up like an 8 PC lab, and it was Windows 2000 at the time. And I basically taught them like it was the first time they were turning on a computer. It was that bad that I had to go through.
Yeah. I always had to write documentation for our help desk, and it was the same thing. You just assumed that somebody hired somebody who had no idea how to even plug in headphones. You just write it like a toddler was reading it.
Yeah, and even when you're doing like step-by-step tutorials, open up the application and literally every click, right-click, select, you know, you gotta highlight everything, because if you don't word it right, they're going to call you out on it and say, I don't see this, blah, blah, blah.
I'll tell you the best way to write documentation is to write documentation as though you're writing it for your grandmother and you don't want her to call you back.
Exactly.
So get this information past the first.
That's exactly, yeah, you're hitting the nail on the head right there. Of course, our accounting department, they did a bunch of spreadsheets for some of our like tobacco inventory and liquor inventory and lottery inventory that our team members have to do like every single day for these inventory count sheets. And then every month or every period that they've got, they have to, there's a bunch of like pre-built macros that they've done that kind of reset the template and copy costs and all that stuff over. Mm-hmm. But the instructions were just kind of slapped together. And so the wording isn't this. It's the wording would have been, okay, I know how to do this because I did it back in like Excel 2003. And so they use like the wording from Excel 2003 of click this, run this, do that.
Oh, yeah.
And in Office 365, like it's all renamed and redesigned. And
we have ribbons now.
Yeah, right. And so I always am getting calls of like, I can't get this macro to run. I can't even find where it is. Like, I don't even see where this thing is. And it's like, Oh, I wish they would rewrite the instructions to it, please.
You somehow volunteered yourself for this?
Oh, I'm not rewriting the instructions. Not my job. And the email notifications I have to send out, because it seems like every day there's a new phishing scam coming around that I'm petrified that one of my users is going to click on.
Yeah. Y'all do training on that kind of thing and like teach them how to identify phishing?
Yeah, like I actually did up like a full document on, 7 things to watch for identifying phishing emails. And
yeah, we actually do what they call campaigns on our users, which is they'll put together a fake email and send it out to the company, and they actually record the clicks and see who actually goes to the fake website, and then somebody inevitably comes around to talk to said user and say like, hey, guess what you did?
Yeah. Wow, you entered in your Microsoft Office 365 credentials into this crap site. Good job.
Yeah. And it was always the stupidest thing. Like, what was it? The last one? Oh, the last one they did was like free Seattle Seahawks. Which, and in all fairness, if you're a fan of the Seahawks, first of all, of course, you want to go to the game. And more importantly, it's Seattle. They're ridiculously expensive. I've bought tickets to go to a game one time, and 2 tickets was just shy of $1,000.
Oh, damn.
It is insane how.
Why is it so expensive?
Because they can. That's why. Their fans are absolutely fervent fans. And they just lap it up. And those tickets are sold out fast. And the season tickets are usually gone pretty quickly. I mean, this team has won precisely 1 Super Bowl, and that's all these people needed. They're like, yes, best team ever, and good on them. Back up your team, whatever. But that's all it took for somebody to click, for a lot of people to click on that last email campaign.
Ugh.
Yeah, it was just like, hey, go here, and it's like the hospital just bought everybody Seattle Seahawks tickets, and if you've worked for these people for any length of time, that's crap.
Exactly, right?
No, they didn't. But it got a ton of people, man. It's like, I think the privacy officer is the one that actually has to go around and speak to all these people. And she was so mad because she was like, this is going to be my life for like the next 4 months. This is what I do. I have to go around and continue talking to people about this one email campaign because there were so many. Sucks to be you.
Yep, pretty much. I report directly to our asset protection manager, and so I keep them up to date on things like phishing scams and all these things. But generally, our users are pretty good. But the other thing is I don't know if it's me. I don't know if this is right. My policy, I actually haven't given my users their passwords for their Office 365 licensing. I have them all locked down, 20 characters long, random password generated, and I've maintained them all. They don't have them.
Well, it sounds like you have the ability to do that, just depending on how many people you actually have to maintain. But that, if you can do that, that's probably best.
I got 110 licenses I need to maintain.
Yeah.
So it's doable.
Doable. Hassle, but doable.
But I mean, I keep getting like these email notifications. Oh, improve your security and let users reset their passwords. No. Because they're not using Mickey Mouse 1 as a password. I'm sorry, it's not happening.
I think ours is all taken care of through Improvata, single sign-on solution. So like when you put in your domain password, there's a whole bunch of pre-recorded passwords that somebody else can maintain. So when you go to a certain website, it basically knows what website you're on and it fills in the forms for you. And there's a lot of situations in which you don't even need to know the password. It just logs you in.
Well, that's handy.
Yeah.
Generally, I have everything all set up with single sign-on now. It's just the problem is now is like, of course, we work as a cooperative. We're work cooperative, and then our cooperative is part of a bigger cooperative called Federated Co-op, and they've now migrated everything over to Microsoft 365 sign-in for everything. Well, they're like, oh, well, buy your licensing through us and we'll manage your domain. We're like, yeah, no. We want to maintain our own data and our own... Like, I know what I have access to, so I don't think our parent cooperative should have access to our data, because if we want to say something, that maybe isn't for their ears, then... Why should it be like readily available and tracked?
Nope, I totally agree.
So the downside is you now have you have two sign-ins for everything. They've got their Microsoft 365 sign-in, and you can't have two Microsoft sessions signed into the same browser at the same time.
Right.
You're commenting about a poll.
Oh, it's that one on your left that's like not even with the one in front of it. You know the one I'm looking at because you've been fighting with it here for a little bit.
Yeah, this one here.
That one right there to the right. At that little crook in the road.
I've been
that one, those two.
Tweaking it a bit. I
know that's going to be a really hard one to get.
This is that problem area that I'm.
It makes you wonder if like making it exactly across from the other one would be the right choice, but how do you make that look up?
I think it needs to be an equal gap between these two uprights on its side, and then an equal gap on this one. And I'm about as close as I think I'm going to be able to get.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, that probably is about as you're going to get.
And height-wise, well, I'll just adjust it as I get there.
Are you going to use the same slabs for the roof?
Yeah, the spruce slabs. Lockdown says, my dad has been using his name for his password till I noticed and quickly changed it. He had it like that for over 10 years.
It's a good thing you got to.
Yeah, let's use my
grandpa's name for a long time too, which is awkward.
I have a great big huge long sentence that's mine that's got letters swapped out for numbers and special characters and capitals and weird spots, and it's like 24 characters long. Like, somebody's that's going to be brute forcing it is going to be doing it for a while.
Yeah, depending on which algorithms you're using to encrypt it, it's probably not even all that doable, especially if you're doing proper salting and everything.
Yeah.
Mine can't be that long because I have way too many legacy systems that have arbitrary short password limitations that I can't change.
That sucks.
Inevitably, yeah, I end up with passwords out there that, and for whatever reason, it is always somebody's bright freaking idea to tie these things into Active Directory. So you end up with some password that's like only 12 characters long, which, I mean, that's okay. It's not the best, but it's okay. It's not 8, which is better. But...
And that's the thing with medical systems, is they got so much legacy stuff.
Yeah, it's always such a brain teaser to get these like brand new cardio equipment and stuff like that, and heart monitors and what have you. And the operating systems these things are running on are literally DOS. I mean, not an exaggeration. It's actually DOS, like 6 something.
No, I hear you.
And
our mainframe that we connect to for FCL for our billing and all that is a DOS-based program.
Yeah, and stuff like that is just, it's so easy to hack. I actually found one of our systems. It was our, that doesn't matter what it was. Probably shouldn't disclose, but it was using, you know, Telnet, and we didn't know that, and I brought it up to the vendor, and they were like, "Yeah." I was like, "You shouldn't have been using that for like 15,
30
20
years.
I mean, bare minimum." And they're like, "Well, that's what we designed it around. Like, that's awful. We have to fix this." They're like, "Well, we don't support anything, so tough on you." So I ended up having to do SSH tunnels from system to system so that their stupid telnet connection is wrapped in an SSL tunnel, so that, you know, you can't get a man-in-the-middle attack between those. But ultimately, at some point, usually on the local system, it's still still telnet.
That's just brutal.
Or it was. They fixed it since then. The vendor, we rode their butt so hard that they finally fixed it. But
They're like, fine, jeez, Karen.
I brought it up in quite literally every meeting from the point where we migrated to a newer system. Used to be on it. Oh, I thought I'd never forget the name of this OS. It was a really old HP. No, GE OS. Ah, crap. I'll remember it here in a minute. But Open VMS. That's what it was. It was on Open VMS, and but they finally got around to fixing. Just a breath of fresh air. I'm like, oh my gosh, I feel like I can breathe, and I'm like terrified of every single audit. Of course, you know, it's like document that you know it's a problem, and the auditors are like, okay.
Actually, this is not being as difficult as I thought it was going to be.
Spreading it out like that really made it more simple to slope those sides.
Can I have an entire island, or does it have to be a small area? I am
far from spawn.
Okay, how far from spawn is far from spawn? Because if I gotta build a road that's freaking 10,000 blocks from spawn, I'm gonna be pissed.
Lock that. Go 20,000 blocks.
No. 3K.
It had to be a good road.
Oh man, 3K. The longest one I've done, like Sweeney's, is about 1,100 blocks. Why'd you have to go so far? Don't make a road? No, that's my thing on this server, is building roads to people's builds.
He's gonna be a hermit and live out there like Obi-Wan. There's no road.
I am very much more happy with the way this is looking.
You should extend this out to Lockbass, please.
Well, he's got to give me his coordinates, because I don't know where his place is yet.
Exactly like this.
Oh, like this bridge?
Just a bridge.
The whole bridge all the way?
Yeah.
Oh, it's past Sweeney's place. Oh, I'm going to have to figure out how to build a road around what Sweeney's got marked out. Because right now I kind of cut into his base a bit, and I'm going to have to redirect that road. Ugh. Well, at least I only have like 2,000 blocks to go then. Post it in Discord so that I can have that for later. Just DM me in Discord those coordinates, and then I'll work on getting you a road too, I guess. I mean, that is the thing that I want to go with on this server, is I want to have street infrastructure out here.
Just set up a light rail from Sweeney's place.
Yeah.
Just build like a little park and ride out there.
A little rapid ride transit system. Turn the tick speed up on mine carts.
There you go.
And by the way, yes, you can have the entire island. I could care less. You can just make it look pretty.
It's gonna be like an entire.
I don't want a 100 by 100 square block for a house out there. I mean, you can build what you want, but
You can build what you want, but only make it to the specification.
yeah, it's like Ford. You can have any color you want as long as it's black.
All right, Logtop, you gotta fall within the homeowners association restrictions.
Oh, is this a problem? Well, maybe not. I think I'm going to be fine. It's fine.
We got this.
You wanted to live on an island, so you found a nice one. Oh, not only is it an island, but now I'm going to have to build a bridge all the way over to that island. I should make like a big one of these that's a huge spiral bridge all the way around it, so you walk around the island like 5 times before you get to it.
That'd be pretty great.
Talk about being a sucker for punishment. It's all water for 2K blocks at least. Okay, so I could build a road to the water's edge, then build a wharf there, and have like boats parked there, and then build a wharf at the other end, and then... Alright, I guess it's not as...
That would be more organic.
Yeah, and maybe like every once in a while have some like buoy markers out in the water so that you could know where to travel to. Acquiring hardware. Lockdot, didn't you grab a set of the iron gear out of the chests at spawn?
The achievements are usually kind of weird.
Yeah, he just went into the nether too. We need to go deeper! Deeper!
Landed right in the fortress.
I actually think there's a fortress right at spawn too.
You may have just gone into a portal that was already there or something.
Buildy. I kind of been just like distracted with conversation and haven't really been paying attention to the build that much. Whoa, that's weird. Why did my OBS all of a sudden spiked up to streaming 1100K or 11,000K worth of data, and then it dropped back down to the 6,000 cap that I have it at?
I noticed that your stream buffered on YouTube for just like probably.
But it, like OBS, all of a sudden, just it went up to like way high in the bandwidth to the point where
Yeah.
like YouTube popped up and said, hold on a second, we're getting way too much data. What's going on?
Yeah, that's really weird.
OBS shouldn't be doing
Stats
that.
for nerds here. What are you doing?
It's a ridiculously high amount of data that it was trying to push, though.
Yeah, because usually normally we stream at 6.
Yeah, I've got it capped at 6. So, and it sits anywhere between like 5,800 and 6,200 is where it kind of bounces back and forth. But then all of a sudden it went way up, and then of course I dropped some frames at that.
Right.
Now I did turn my RAM back up to 3,600. For whatever reason, my BIOS had clocked my RAM down to 2133.
Well, that's weird. I wouldn't think that would cause it. No.
Oh, I have something here that's not right. Maybe not. Maybe I shouldn't worry about it so much.
Just let it be imperfect. That won't bug you.
Yeah, right. Laying up at night, rocking in the corner, going, "No, it's out by 1 block. It's out by 1 block. Why?"
Wife will stumble into your office like 3 o'clock in the morning. You'll be in there like bloodshot eyes, looking at the bridge.
It's out by 1 block. It's out by 1 block.
Figured it out. I know how to fix it.
And it's the spot where it goes to like wider. Because on the corners, like it goes from like a 3 wide bridge to 4 wide. Like if you look here, we're 3 blocks, and then this is 4, and then it's 3, 3. Where if it's just straight 4, like always, then you don't end up with those shifts in thickness of the blocks.
One day they're going to put ramps in this game.
Well, I used to play a bunch of modded Minecraft back in the day, and one of the mods that I absolutely loved was microblocks.
Oh, yeah.
And then there was also like these construction blocks where you could make triangles.
Yeah, and chisel was a really good one.
Yeah, chisels and bits.
Yeah. Being able to deform the blocks by like single pixels.
Yep.
Yeah, you could make some amazing stuff. Remember, Colorblind had a modded server.
Yeah, he was running one for a while, wasn't he?
Yeah. He had chisels and bits on there. He built this really cool castle one time.
When you can get it so perfect in its look because it's
Yeah.
you've changed the shape of all these blocks to give it more defined edges and
Yeah, he stood the castle up, and then it was kind of like he did really well with like making the turrets and using some of the triangular parts and that kind of thing. And then he was like, I want to age it though. I want it to like look damaged in places and that kind of thing. And I was like, hey, leave that to me. And he like logged off for the night, and I stayed it for a couple hours, and I just went through with the chisel and knocked out sections of it and kind of like made it look like, you know, cannonballs would come through certain parts of the castle, battering rams.
give it that weathered look.
Yeah, it looked really weathered and really cool, and like some sides of the castle were still smooth, and then other parts of it were like super beat up, and He logged on. He was like, "That was really cool." Like, yeah, chisel is powerful. It's also very tedious, but it's powerful.
Ha!
Nailed it.
Yeah, look, it's perfect.
Yeah, that looks a lot better.
And so we're walking in here. Everything's all got its proper place.
Terrace will sleep.
I will sleep tonight. There isn't one block out of place.
Now, where are you going to hang those lanterns?
That's going to be a bit of a challenge.
I actually think you have a bottom block. No, that's a top. Hang them on the edges, like right on the same side as the...
They could go there.
Yeah. On those, I think having them just on the side, cool. Right, even with the pillars, but it won't always go there. Elevation.
So some of they'll fit in the middle.
Sidetracking because you're not even finished with the bridge on the other side.
No, I know. I don't think I need that much light.
That's survival, so you probably don't want people getting like sprung upon by the denizens of the dark here.
But if I keep it tied into the pillars...
Yeah, with the elevation change, I don't know that you're going to be able to, though.
That's about as good as I can get it.
Yeah.
The elevation change kind of screws with it a little bit. So it's like right next to the pillar, and then it comes out a block with a pillar, and then it's right next to the pillar.
Right. Hey, would you stop horsing around? You haven't even finished the bridge. Good lord.
I know.
Who sidetracked you?
I know, right? Like, W. Oh, wow, I'm getting a wild goat raid, and I totally missed it. I was playing around with torches. Let's get some shout-outs out there. Yeah. We've got Echo Mind, welcome to the stream. Miles, welcome to the stream. Wild Goat, welcome to the stream. MCJ, welcome to the stream. Dr. Bobby Evil, welcome to the stream. Effect Duo, Team Effect. Hey, fist bump. And who else have I missed? There's Alpha Foxy, welcome to the stream. Fuzzy Wolf, welcome to the stream. And, wow. Like Spike, guys, thank you so much for popping in on me playing a little bit of creative Minecraft on my own SMP server. So I'm not SMP, I'm not playing survival, but I'm building infrastructure for players that are on here. So I appreciate it. Danny, welcome to the stream. You guys are awesome. You're always a fresh smile on the face when you hop on and come say hi. And I appreciate the like spikes. I should show you what I've been building. So I created a little spawn area here for people on here. So Terris, are you sick? Your voice seems a bit raspy. No, I'm fine. We've had smoke in this area for like 4 weeks straight. So it's just tons and tons and tons of fire smoke in the area that I think eventually you just get, your body just says, that's it, I'm done. I don't want to deal with it anymore. So that's kind of one of the reasons in there. So, and Dr. Bobby, thank you for the sub as well. I appreciate that. Thank you. But yeah, this is what I've been kind of working on. This is a spawn area here for my SMP server. It's kind of a members server. I created a members tier for people that wanted to play some Minecraft with me, at least for the next 6 weeks or so, until New World actually gets released. So, I'm just the same. The smoke is killing me here. Yes, I don't doubt it. The smoke is just, I mean, everywhere is on fire. So, created a supply depot for everybody. So, anybody that does join the server, they get access to the supplies. And I didn't want to put a lantern there. Hello. There's a castle structure over here that I've started, but I'm not sure what it's going to be yet. So it's still kind of up in the air. I've been using the landscape and just kind of building off of that landscape. So that's kind of where we got to with that. And then part of the infrastructure things that I'm doing is I'm pushing roads through to all of anybody that's playing on the server. I'm going to build them a road to their place. And so I've been, slapping up these little bridges and putting in some stressed roads in here. And then as we cruise along, I want to show you the beat up bridge. There's one that cuts through a swampland that's like crazy trashed. Well, not crazy trashed, but it's enough to know that you're walking on some rickety pile of crap, so... I haven't been, totally yelling at you. Only sometimes. That, and I haven't been drinking enough of my coffee. Should try. I'm parched. But yeah, so this here is the caution, danger ahead sign that I put up here. I like how this bridge turned out. And glowberries, I mean, I'm sorry, but those things are amazing. They add so much to trying to distress a busted up old bridge. And I made sure every area where it started to fall apart, that the blocks are all laying in the swamp here for it. So I really do like how this has all turned out. So, but that leads off to Sweeney Dunstan's place. He hasn't really, he's just been clearing area where he's going to be building, so. Terris, did you know that the items in a shulker will now drop if the shulker box is exploded by TNT or a creeper? Okay, that's not fair. That's not fair at all. I don't like that. That really sucks. The whole idea of the shulker box was easy containers to be able to carry things around that if it blew up, it was fine. Now, not so much. But I think I have mob damage turned off, so at least if a creeper explodes, it shouldn't break it, but TNT will still bust it apart. I want to try that now. Hold on a second. You've got me curious. Let's go out here. I'm gonna grab a shulker box.
Before, if a creeper blew I should say hi. Hello. Before, if a creeper blew up a shulker box, it wouldn't drop the items in it when it would just be destroyed, if I'm not mistaken.
Saw the stream audio going. I had to mute you
Oh,
there.
hey, no, it didn't. So TNT didn't do it. Shulker box stayed together.
Wait, I couldn't hear. What happened again?
I just did it with TNT, and it didn't blow it up. I mean, it broke the box, but all the stuff is still in it. I mean, I guess I could put a creeper there and see if I could get him to explode.
Well, you turned off creeper damage, though, right?
Oh yeah, I did. So then it wouldn't matter. So I think we're okay. Okay, that kind of looks kind of like it was. Oh, there was a... I just don't want a big creeper hole in my...
Really rebuilding the whole thing.
Yeah, that's better. I want to fill in the hole. I don't want a creeper hole out in the middle of everything, so... So it didn't blow up the... the shulker survived. And it has all the items in it, so...
I made a floating tree.
How do you know what's in the shulker box?
When you mouse over it.
Oh, I didn't see the tooltip. Okay.
See? Shulker box. Stone brick 64. It'll show you like up to 5 items, and then it says there's 22 other items. So if you've got like a whole pile of stuff in there, it's only going to give you a teaser of what's in the shulker.
Yeah.
There's also I think it's a data pack where you can go over and see the entire shulker box inventory if you hover over it with your mouse.
Yeah, if I'm loading data packs, but I'm not. This is 100% vanilla in here. All vanilla, all the time.
Vanilla's a great flavor. Oh, that's funny, Echoes. Yeah, I've seen the grass floating over ponds and stuff like that before. That is.
In 1.17.1, the devs also fixed an error that was in the game since 1.4.2. The glitch was grass and other foliage on things it shouldn't be, like grass on sand and floating over ponds and stuff. Well, that's good that that's fixed. Hello from Russia, I'm assuming. By the way, my name is Nastya, like Anastasia. Nastya.
By the way,
welcome to the stream.
I got a one of those broken nether portals, and it had enough of those obsidian in the chest to complete the portal, which was quite nice.
Well, there you go. Well, I saw you ended up in a fortress too.
Yes, it spawned me right into a fortress, so that was a double lucky portal.
Yeah, no kidding. No kidding. There is a fortress right at spawn too, though.
I wonder if it ended up linking the portals.
Oh, not when he's 3,000 blocks away. At least I hope not.
Did it at his house? Oh, I got you.
Bye-bye, Oak Leaves.
Because it still would link them.
Actually, my coordinates are negative 3,099, so 3,100 blocks away.
Well, spawn isn't at 0, I don't think.
Maybe I'm a lot closer, actually.
I will tell you the location of spawn. Of spawn! It is... minus 318.75 minus 2. So yeah, you're 3,000 some odd blocks away.
Probably, yep, right around there, yep.
Thank you, you're from Ukraine, but my nickname for Russian, so streamers which are streaming on Russian will be easier. Ukraine, nice. I have Ukrainian in my background. I'm Canadian, but my grandmother was Ukrainian. And had like a huge family.
You're never going to build that bridge.
I'm working on it. I'm getting there. Quit picking on me.
Sidetracked.
That's shiny things, man. It's bad.
What do you think you'd do if somebody went over and made a house 10,000 blocks away from spawn?
Well, they can build their own frickin' road.
10 out of 10.
I kind of would like people to somewhat stay closer to spawn, so it's easier for people to kind of travel around and see what people are building.
Yeah, that makes sense. Especially when you don't have like teleport and stuff like that.
That block was being... I was hoping I could just connect it to the lantern, but it wouldn't do it.
Stack it on top of the other one.
Yeah, I had to do a stack block and then break it out.
Ooh. Extra steps.
Oh, that ain't right. Oh, it's because I didn't step this...
Have you heard of the new Iris Shaders mod?
Hold on a second. I'm having an I'm having a crisis.
Extra sensory issue? I wasn't sure what you were going for there. He's resubscribing to ESPN.
You don't mind if I claim a small, tiny...
Oh no, I guess it is right. It just looked... It looked like this side was way higher than this side. Like, look at that. Does that not look like it's crazy higher?
Yeah, it's a nice optical illusion.
That was breaking me completely.
I think it's because you have the roof in the distance still like way higher than everything else, and it's throwing the perspective off.
Maybe. I'll get the rest of it built and then it'll be okay.
Since it's just me out in the middle of nowhere...
Out in the middle of no...
No.
I'm not used to having to press Y, and I slept in the bed and it started spamming Y in the chat. I'm not used to being... I'm in the middle of nowhere, and there's a small island nearby, so I might as well claim that island as well and put my mine on it. It's super small. About the size of 2 trees.
Nastri says, why you're so underrated? Because I'm old. Ermagerd Gamer, welcome Ermagerd to the stream. Welcome, welcome. I'm underrated because I'm an old guy, is basically what it comes down to.
But you just turned 21.
Oh, okay. No, here's the thing.
Multiple.
Okay, I am mid-40s, okay? I was on my vacation with my wife. And I've got some gray hair issues, right? Okay, like it's getting on the sides. If I don't have a good haircut, I'm looking like I'm grandpa, okay? We go to Dairy Queen and we go to get some dessert. And the lady at the window goes, "Oh, isn't that nice? You're taking your daughter out for ice cream." I'm like, WTF? It's my wife sitting beside me, and she's 3 years older than I am. I mean, she looks great. Like she doesn't look like she's 3 years older than I am. But I mean, seriously, like that's got to be there's a knife. I'm like, what are you? I looked at her, and she's like, oh, and now she's thinking that I'm some creepy old guy that's picking up young girls. I don't know. But later that same day, there's this bulk food store that we were at. And we go and we grab some things out of the bulk food store. And we get up to the till, and the lady looks over to me and says, "Oh, so is it the seniors discount today?" I'm like, are you kidding me? Like twice in one day. I'm like, that's it. I'm done. Like, I don't know.
That's harsh.
It was painful. Painful. Ermagerd says, Terris, guess what I found you
maybe
today?
You would have gotten a senior discount, or maybe they'd want your ID.
What did Ermagerd find today? Probably my dignity.
I think that's been pretty well lost.
I almost have the bridge roof done.
You've almost made it. You've only had to build this bridge twice.
What time is it now for you?
Maybe
it is 8:47 a.m. 11:46 p.m. for me on August 17th.
Something really old. He's about to say something like a Nintendo 64 or something like that. I'm gonna have to reach to the internet and slap him.
Well, considering earlier in my stream I was talking about when I started gaming, it was on an Atari with the paddles. It's not that late. I mean, quarter to 12 at night for me is not too late. So,
what was it? An Atari 2600
with a tape drive? Did you have the cassette tape drive?
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, my parents were poor, so we were happy to have whatever.
What do you mean poor? Those things were hard to come by back in the day.
Well, we didn't buy it ourselves. So my uncle worked at like an electronics distributor in Houston. And so he got a ton of free stuff. So the only reason we ever got the Atari and the Nintendo and Super Nintendo and all the subsequent other systems is that he didn't game, didn't have any interest in it, and he would be given these things and tons of games too. So that's why I could game at all.
Well, there you go. At least you were able to get them.
Yeah, absolutely. It's the only reason I knew anything about them because I mean, yeah, we were not wealthy folks.
Ermagerd, I absolutely give up. Something really old. If you found something really old, did you find like
back then?
a Super Mario NES original game, or maybe do you remember the NES ET game that was like a complete flop?
Oh yeah, I had that one.
Where it got actually buried in the desert.
Yeah. That was the best thing that could have happened in that game. That was an awful game.
What am I building? I'm just building a bridge for a roadway to go. Part of one of the things I'm doing on the server here is I'm building a series of roads and stuff to people's builds that are on here. It's my server. I'm playing in creative and I'm providing this infrastructure.
Roblox, I keep getting DMs on Discord going, "Why are you playing Roblox? It's cringy." It's weird because the game's for absolutely everyone.
I don't play Roblox ever.
I won't even let my kids play that game.
I mean, it's pretty decent to say the least. I mean, yeah, there's some games that aren't good, but most of them are... Well, okay, most of them are bad, but some of them are good. Or at least...
It's a very unmoderated platform, and there's some super creepy people on Roblox, so for kids my children's age, it's a big no-no.
Yeah, absolutely.
And
Armberger got himself a Super Nintendo box set.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
How can you join on here? It's through my elite membership tier on the channel. You can join there, and then you join my Discord and send me your in-game name. But you got to be an elite member of my channel to be able to play on the server. Or a moderator. Or people that I've handpicked selectively.
I wanted to make a joke,
people
but I
that
don't
have
think it's the
blackmail
time.
material. Say that again, like that.
I wanted to make a joke, but I don't think it's the time.
I would go with that instinct. That's probably a good instinct.
I mean, it's not a bad joke, but I mean, it's a true joke, but someone might get the wrong.
I'm gonna say hold on to that instinct. That's still
Yeah,
a good
I would
instinct.
just live by that instinct.
Yeah, I think that's your inner voice coming out, talking to you.
Something saying, warning, warning.
Yeah. And as someone who doesn't often have that voice, I would say listen to it when it pipes up.
All right.
Save you a lot of trouble.
It was something about.
Wildgoat says, well, you have a ton of fun with this. It was nice to stop by with Effects Raid tonight. It's time for me to head off my PC. Wildgoat, cheers, and thank you for stopping in. Thank you guys for the raid, too. You guys are always so awesome. You support us little guys all the time, and I appreciate that. You'll definitely join the Discord server. That'll be awesome to see you on the Discord server. I'm not as active on the Discord server as I'd like to, but I'm trying to be a little bit more proactive on there, so.
Oh, no.
What do you know? Discovered the floor was lava. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Hey, Locke, you can't swim in lava.
Magma cubes.
Kind of like you can catch a bullet once.
Yeah.
Personally, my superpower.
Why
You
did I
missed a
make
spot
my
right there.
spot underwater?
He literally sounded like he was underwater.
Kind of did, yeah. That was
That was weird. Alright, this is taking some shape now.
shape of a bridge.
Yeah, almost. Now I gotta put the other little blockies in.
Oh yeah, you gotta put your item frames and your
Yeah.
blocks. Are you gonna cap the logs there with yet another log and then put an item frame on the end of that log?
What do you mean, like this?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The server's on
1.7.1. I'm assuming that's what you were asking, but you released the button before your sentence was complete.
The server's on 1.7.
1.17.1, sorry.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say, I don't think it's 1.7, but that makes more sense.
Ermagerd said he found 3 Zelda ROM hack games for the Super Nintendo NES. I didn't get it, though. Well, I got a buddy of mine that actually builds Raspberry Pis that has everything up to and including, I think he's got N64s on them. And he actually builds them into, like, he's, you know, construction-wise is built like the upright arcade console and put I think it's a 30 or 27-inch LED panel in it that's your screen, and then like the mechanical buttons and everything for like a proper arcade and controller, and then has the Raspberry Pi, and so it's basically a full upright arcade that you can just load up the games and run.
That's pretty awesome. I have a lot of the... I think I have maybe all. It's been a long time since I've validated. But if not all, then most of the original NES games and Super Nintendo games. And then I have a huge chunk of 64 games still that are all on my PC. But I've never loaded them off, put them on my Raspberry Pi or anything. Which is kind of a shame, but I think that's a project for later.
If that's an issue.
Yeah, that's that pair of logs that was going to irritate you ultimately.
Yeah, a little bit. Join to the Discord. Well, thank you for joining the Discord. No, I think what I'll do is I'll cap it off with like a slab stair. Or a spruce stair under there. And then, of course, I'm going to have this part like filled in here so there's not the gap. So it'll look like it's supporting up. So I think I'll be able to make it work okay.
Say that now until the bridge collapses.
Yeah, exactly. And hundreds of people die on this road out to nowhere. Nobody will know that was a brick at the other end.
Of course not. Except you, and it'll bug you.
Nope, it won't because it's buried. It is buried and I will never see it again.
I'm gonna wake up thinking about that. Like, man, I had a chance to do it right.
Now, what am I going to cap those with that'll look good? Ooh, netherite. There's an expensive block. I think netherite works there. Of course, people will run around and steal the netherite because it's expensive blocks.
Yeah, that's...
Because, I mean, it doesn't take anything to come along and go, boink.
That's true.
So maybe not netherite.
I think your original stone brick that matched. Like the same one that borders the road, you know?
Yeah. I was just looking for maybe a little bit of contrast, but...
Yeah.
Nope.
Purple wool.
Oh yeah, that'll be amazing.
All the contrast you need.
Parallel Worlds, Goddess of Wisdom. I don't know that game. Echoes is heading out. Later, Echoes!
Make sure to leave a like.
He hasn't gone into his extremely fast-paced ramble about likes and subscribe button.
Hey, don't forget to like the video and subscribe.
There we go.
Ring that notification bell. Follow me on Instagram, Twitter.
OnlyFans.
Alright. Actually, OnlyFans is launching OnlyFans TV now, which is non-adult content.
I've never heard of that. That's hilarious.
It's some new thing that they're trying to push.
Only Gramps.
Oh my god. Nope.
But you get a discount.
This is my first real mining session with the new update. No deer, it's dangerous compared to normal.
I think the polished deep slate might be okay.
Oh, polished. I thought it was Polish deep slate. Completely different.
I think that's enough of a contrast, but not too much.
Don't want it at like a diamond.
That might be a little much.
Will this map be just staying and updating to 1.18 once it comes out?
I can't say that for sure because, I mean, if people are still playing on it, then I'll probably update it, but I don't know what they're going to do about the new terrain generation when they change the elevation and depths.
They're probably just going to make a bedrock wall going down to the new elevation.
Yeah. We'll have to see. So that's why, I mean, I don't want people to like take off too far outside of spawns. So it's a very cute bridge. I don't know if cute was what I was going for, but thank you.
I think what HACT backwards R is trying to say is
Nastia.
oh, nasty.
Nastia. Believe it or not.
Wait, what? The name's Nastia?
Nastia.
Nastia. Interesting. I think
The name of that character from Jack Frost, that Russo-Finnish co-production. It was a Mystery Science Theater 3000 movie a long time ago, but it was basically like Cinderella or something like that, but made in Russian. And the main character's name was Nastya.
confusing.
You're welcome. Bet you didn't want to know that.
I mean, I'm fine with useless facts. I'm the type of person who goes and watches 30 minutes of useless information, and then watches it again a couple of weeks later, and then about a month later, and now I'm just getting recommended 15 minutes of useless information every time I open up YouTube, and I keep clicking on them. So it's right up my alley now, it seems.
Channel. Talk to my kids for like 10 minutes and get a lot of useless information. That one. That's the movie. I don't know if there's... I'm sure there's a version of it out there that's not Mystery Science Theater, but if you want to laugh, that's a good version.
Ladders in Minecraft scary. Blah, English. Ladders in Minecraft are scary sometimes.
No. Once you're on them, you don't fall off unless you eat your spacebar.
It's only if you get tangled up with those shoots.
Thought it was snakes.
And barrels of monkeys.
Apparently you can make furnaces out of cobblestone-ified deep slates.
Yeah. Anything that's a cobblestone you can make furnaces out of.
If you make them out of a deep slate, then you can cook faster.
No, that's only in smokers.
Yeah.
But it is a legit thing. If you make a smoker, your cooking speed is faster. I think you were trying to be funny, but it's actually legit. Have I ever beat Minecraft on hardcore mode? I think I've only ever beat the Ender Dragon like once. Ever. And that was on a modded server where we had ridiculous weapons.
Helped to beat this silly dragon like every time we rolled a new map. Make it vlog on this day. Let's go kill the Ender Dragon. Alright. Shot.
Killing the Ender Dragon is actually rather easy.
I'm too lazy. I'm too lazy for it.
Well, basically all you have to do is just shoot with the bow and arrow, just shoot down some of the crystals, and then whenever it lands, you just whack it, and then when it starts flying again, you stop and just wait for it to land again, and just... Yeah, it's just basically a waiting game.
Stay back from him so you don't get tail swiped. Watch for the breath. Don't stand in the pools. What are we talking about? I think I blacked out there.
I think the bridge is done. And I think all in all, it turned out okay.
I think it looks good. Does it go to Terabithia? Doesn't.
It does not. But it came together. Even with the weird little S bend in it, I think it turned out okay.
That is an interesting little dog leg of a turn right there.
It's engineering 101.
It is. Civil engineering.
Yep. Civil engineering, figure out how to make a bridge do an S bend. I mean, if they can put that crescent moon curved thing to Coronado Island in San Diego. Do you know why it's built like that?
I don't. I've seen pictures of it, but I don't know.
The only reason that bridge is curved like that is because the only way California could get federal funding for the bridge is it needed to be at least a mile long. So it's 1.1 miles by the way they did that curve so that they could get the federal funding for it.
Oh, that's funny.
There's a useless piece of information for you all today.
There you go. You should make a... There you go. You should make another channel and make a useless information video.
Gringovich the Wand Maker. Oof.
That's it.
He had the Elder Wand.
Harry Potter. Yeah, I did.
For a short time.
Gringovich?
Until Grindelwald had stole it, and then, what's his name? Dumbledore got it from Grindelwald.
Yep. Gregorovich, that's what it is.
Gregorovich, yeah. I hate this mountainside here. I'm going to have to, trim that out more.
Sorry, Nastya, that was a really, really fancy way of us saying no. We have no idea who.
Yeah, we have no idea who that is.
That was total digression.
And of course, it was a rabbit hole we started diving down into. Headlong. Oh, you know what?
Attention deficit disorder.
Part of my holiday is, of course, I've got a DVD player and TV on my trailer, so I was taking some movies down, and I was going to blast through the Harry Potter movies, and I have them all on DVD. I get down there, and I open up my Philosopher's Stone, and the freaking DVD is not in the box. All that was in there was the special features. And of course, I didn't have the first one, so I wouldn't watch the other 57th million, because I didn't have that first one. I was so crushed. I couldn't watch them.
I have always been unbelievably irritated that for whatever reason, when they released the book and the movies and everything in the US, they decided to change it to the Sorcerer's Stone instead of the Philosopher's Stone.
I know, right? Because I guess Americans don't know what a philosopher is. I don't know.
I don't know. It's an alchemical thing anyway. Like the Philosopher's Stone's always been mentioned in alchemy, whether it's pop culture alchemy or games, or there's always a Philosopher's Stone. So it made sense.
Yeah.
They were like, no. That'll be confusing.
Because it's only the American release that is the Sorcerer's Stone.
It is, which of course means the stupid movie is like that, and I don't get it.
I never heard of a falafel.
A falafel? You've never had a falafel before? Falafels are great.
They're
I never had that either. I never heard of that either. I never had a falafel and a falafel. Sir.
You could make that hill as a storage place. Somebody could make it as a storage place. It needs to get trimmed out, though, just because it's too close to the bridge.
Poor tree. See, now you just need to, make a path perpendicular to that bridge that goes into the mountain and down, and just make it like an entry to a...
An entry into what?
Just into a random mine.
I could do that.
Need more bushes there, dude. You're gonna have to hang a mission accomplished sign by it. That was a George Bush joke.
Yeah.
Is it just
No,
me?
I got it.
Is it true that American people don't understand Russian people with accents?
No, I understand Russian people. I even watch a few Russian people on the internet.
I think it depends, honestly, on the person. I know that we have a pretty big Russian population here in the Pacific Northwest, so the accent doesn't bother me. But I would imagine that somebody from a much more rural part of the United States that doesn't really get any exposure to too many other cultures and doesn't have to deal with any other accents, really, except for the
So
ones
basically the entire
right.
interior of the United States?
Not so much, because there's a lot of really big. I mean, you think like St. Louis and Chicago and all these other cities that are like melting pots for different races, cultures, and if you live anywhere near those, you're going to be exposed to it. But there's certainly places out in like the heartland. I mean, think about it, like Idaho, and all those kind of places that are just middle of freaking nowhere. That would be probably where you're going to find people who would hear any accent that's not what they're used to, and just it would be indecipherable to them without a lot of effort. But if you're close to any major metropolitan area, you're probably going to be pretty familiar with picking through accents.
I currently live in a pretty popular area, but I never once ever heard a Russian in California. I've never seen one. That is something I've never seen. I've seen thousands of people who are from Mexico, but no Russians, which is weird.
Yeah, I think it depends on, like, we have a big Russian population just because it's a huge ingress point. SeaTac Airport is a big international airport. We get a lot of people from the Ukraine and just.
I think, Locke, if you lived in like the major city centers, you'd see more of it.
Very, very possible. Yeah, we have a huge Chinese population.
Oh yeah, there's a lot of Chinese here too.
Lots of Russian, and a lot more people from Mexico than I expected. You know, being from Texas, I really thought that when I left the state, I wouldn't see any more Mexican people, and I'm glad that I was wrong, because I'm so used to Mexican people being around me that it feels weird when they're not. It's like a little piece of home.
Keeps your Spanish up.
My Spanish is terrible, because I studied Latin when I was in high school, which is similar enough that occasionally I can like understand what they're saying, but God help me if I need to actually say anything. I'm just like, okay, I can read the menu.
Your Spanish, I bet, is a little bit better than mine.
I wouldn't put money on that lot.
I don't know how to say anything besides hello in Spanish.
Okay, mine's slightly better than yours. I know how to say shut up. Comes in handy when you're in high school.
Weirdly, I know some Greek words. The only reason why is someone was going over and saying them in my chat, and I googled what those words were, and there were a bunch of Greek swears.
Well, you know, if you got to learn some part of the language, it may as well be the profanity.
Exactly, right?
Come in handy eventually.
Next time you're in Greece, you'll be able to tell off the next person you see.
Next time you're in Greece, you'll be able to stay there permanently. And then have somebody tell you whether it's pronounced gyro. Because everyone says it different. Apparently there's no right freaking answer.
I actually, here's something. So I've actually cussed out someone who speaks Spanish before, because I was trying to read off the Google Translate thing, and it went over and put a similar to a swear, and I couldn't pronounce it right, and I was saying a swear word, and I kept on saying it over and over and over, and it was a racist one.
Oops.
That's not very good.
No. They were laughing though because they knew I didn't know what I was doing.
Well, at least they had a good humor about it.
Yep.
Yeah, growing up around a bunch of people from Mexico, the language they would teach us in high school, if you elected to take a class, was Spanish, which was Spain Spanish, actually, like Romantic Spanish, which is very different in dialect in Mexican Spanish, depending on which state in Mexico you're from. Different. So there was almost no sense in taking Spanish as a language, unless you wanted to continue and like further your education on that specific language and go and learn the dialect.
That's why.
Because it would be almost pointless. I mean, you might as well learn Latin because it's the construct of the thing, but the vocabulary is entirely different. But yeah, my only actual interaction with that was I had a lot of Mexicans growing up, and when you're younger and you're a lot more easily convinced of things, a little more naive, you'd ask simple questions like, how do you say something, because you want to be polite and like say something to their mother or something like that, because
that's always going to go wrong.
If you go to any Mexican friend's house, their mom's going to cook you dinner, and no Mexican woman half-asses dinner. Like, they're in there making tamales like at 3 o'clock in the friggin' morning. Like, they put effort into that meal, and it's going to be the best meal you've ever had in your life too. And so you want to like do your part and try to be polite, and naturally they're going to take advantage of that. And I have absolutely, thank God, had friends and mothers who were expecting their children to be little jerks like that. So they're like, say this, and I'll never remember what I said, but they were like, pronounce it like this. And, I think I'm basically saying thank you for the meal. It was very good, or something like that. And just formally, as
meanwhile, you're a dirty whore or something.
And still don't know what I said. But I saw Dad in the other room basically face palm and laugh, and Mom keep her composure, and essentially say thank you for being polite to me in English. And then immediately, like when I walked out of the room, I heard all hell break loose. Like she was whooping butt in there. I was like, Dad had to come over and say, yeah, don't believe everything they tell you, because they're jerks.
But you're right about them cooking dinner. All our neighbors are from Mexico, and every time if we ever do anything for them, they always bring over a big dinner or something, or throw a party or something, and bring over a bunch of stuff. So much that it won't even fit in the fridge.
Yeah,
it's amazing.
It is. It's one of the best things ever, having neighbors like that. It will absolutely destroy your waistline.
Hey, look, another bridge.
Hey, look, another bridge. Yeah. Maybe this one goes to TerrisDWDC. Yeah, I've absolutely been ruined on proper Mexican food because we all had Tex-Mex. Like all the Mexican people that I knew made a very specific type of meal that was considered Tex-Mex. It's a kind of a hodgepodge of native Mexican / Texan meals, because of course Mexico and Texas were the same country for a long time, and of course their own variations on those meals, and it becomes Tex-Mex, and it's like you can't get that kind of Mexican food really anywhere else. It's just super, super special, and now I'm spoiled to it. And like, I can't go to a Mexican restaurant on any other place, and because I'm just going to be disappointed. It's not the same thing.
Oh, so Taco Bell's like not high on your list?
Oh my God, no.
What was it called? I bet that the Texas Mexican food is more unhealthy than just regular Texas and Mexican food, because
oh my God,
two healthy foods together.
It'll straight up kill you. Yeah, it's all deep fried, covered in cheese. It's great food. It really is, because it's like what's inside this ultimately double deep fried burrito that you're getting And there's other kinds of foods too. I'm just using this as sort of like the worst example of things that will kill you, like spot on. But it is the worst thing in the world for you. But it has so many great like meats and these like slow stewed meats and things like that they make. And they've got their own special seasonings and spices that they put into everything, and it'll ruin you. But you can't have it all the time because you'll straight up just end up looking like Santa Claus.
Actually, I pretty often eat Mexican food, but I kind of have a moderated amount I can eat because I don't have an appetite really ever. So I kind of never gained that much weight, which is nice. I actually don't.
Yeah, well, you're like in 12. Your metabolism still works.
I'm 15. Or no, 15. That's close enough to 12.
I don't have one of those cool young functioning metabolisms. Mine's
What is this thing you call metabolism?
right. It's that thing we used to have, and then we didn't correct our eating habits for many years because we were stupid.
But I also don't really eat that much a day. I mean, if you ask how many calories, I think I measured it the other day, and it came out to something like 600 calories in a day.
It seems like bordering on dangerously low.
I am, and I just don't have an appetite. The doctor says I'm fine, I'm just on the, not very underweight, but I'm underweight. So, he says to
Eat some cheeseburgers.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I think safe low is 1,200. Like, my son's the same way. He like doesn't like to eat, never has an appetite really. And we kind of have to force him to eat just so that we can get that bare minimum amount of calories so that we don't have a doctor knocking on our door and being like, why are you causing your son malnutrition?
Probably the same here.
When my kid was diagnosed with leukemia, his appetite was non-existent for probably like 3 months before we found out he had it. He didn't.
Oh, yeah.
He just didn't feel like eating, and that was one of the side effects.
Thank you, WebMD.
Ren just zapped me. That one's not as bad as the freaking air horn. The air horn gets my ears.
Yeah, that one's pretty brutal.
That's why it's also the most expensive.
Yeah.
Or else it would be getting spammed all the time. Thank you. Even when I know it's coming, I jump.
I'm here to serve, you know.
I made a diamond chestplate instead of a diamond pickaxe, and I'm now regretting it.
Yeah, it's gonna be hard to mine with.
Yep, yeah, there's definitely some issues there.
I would be fine normally, but I forgot deep slate is basically endstone.
Yeah, it's not easy to mine.
I don't know what's wrong with me. I heard deep slate and I actually heard deep state and I was wondering what we just talked about. Conspiracy theory or something? What is happening?
You better not talk about it, because
it's a product of the world at this point.
I know, right?
Oh yeah, about Mexico. Here's a weird fact: Mexico City is shrinking 17 inches a year, or the elevation is going down 17 inches a year in some spots because they built it on an entire lake, and they're using the liquid or water that's under it, and the city's sinking.
That's okay, because isn't Venice like raising that much a year?
Not sure.
Oh, I don't think so. I think the water level's rising. But I don't know. That's a good question. I don't know if the actual elevation of the place is raising as well.
Yellowstone is raising up quite a bit, quite fast.
Yeah, that's not a good thing.
No, I think it's raising up 1 or 2 inches.
Because it's a super volcano, so we don't want that thing to blow.
No.
Especially because you guys are right where the asteroid fall. We are too, but we are less so.
Well, if it goes, everything within 1,000 kilometers would be vaporized.
Or more.
Another
It's
reason
sure.
not to move to Venice or
They
Mexico.
keep a tight monitor on that.
We
It's just
actually
there's a
might-
fault going through there, so the elevation changes.
We actually might be going on a vacation in October to Yellowstone. Maybe. Depends if we can get my mom to go. But yeah, we might be going to Yellowstone in October, which is going to be neat, though I'm a Californian. I am not used to cold weather. In October, it's 50 degrees.
50 degrees. You could, come on, like, don't even.
50 degrees is like a cold
Oh,
winter
I'm
night.
so cold. It's 50
wait.
degrees. We wear shorts and
Going-
t-shirts at 50 degrees in the wintertime.
You're concerned because it's going to be like 50 degrees in Yellowstone, and you're not used to that.
Yes, I'm not used to below around 8.
You're gonna have to find that push to talk to you better.
Reach for it.
Granted, it is a bit cool in the in the night. It's gonna be in the 20s.
Yeah, that just makes for good sleeping though. Assuming you're like inside.
We probably are just gonna sleep in the car.
Yeah, when you hit minus 40, then you can complain.
Yeah, I don't think sleeping in the car when it's 20 degrees outside, unless you have a good supply of gas to run the engine, is going to be all that wise. Like, you can do it, but I don't know.
Well, if we don't know if the hills are gonna close.
It won't be getting you said October. It won't be getting that cold. I mean, you'll get with the occasional night where it might dip down to that, but it's not going to get that cold yet.
Actually, they start shutting the park down in Yellowstone due to snow. They close it until December, then they.
Oh, but you can have snow at 32 degrees, right? So
Actually, you can have snow up to around 45.
yeah, but it usually melts like right away.
Yep.
Knock, knock, knock. I think that's Ren reminding me that it's 12:30 and I have to work in the morning.
Yeah, I was just in there kind of fading off. I'm going to have to jump off myself here and go crash.
I'll do my spiel. Alrighty, guys. I think that's where we're going to call it for tonight. Thank you so much for watching the stream.
Right out the
And
range of Yellowstone.
locked out. I'm trying to do my spiel, so shush.
What's this still? I don't know.
Thank you guys for watching the stream. Don't forget to reach down, hit that like button on the video, subscribe if you're new to the channel, ring that notification bell, and follow me on Instagram, Twitter, Discord, all that kind of fun stuff. With that said, you guys all have yourself a good one, and we will catch you tomorrow. We'll be back playing some more Minecraft. Peace out.